where you're going. And you can get there when you can see where you're going. Otherwise, we're going to be running around in circles, revolving. We are not here to revolve. We are here to evolve and spiral up, not run around in circles, which is what we've been doing, and this is why. As the brother was saying yesterday, he was talking about cycle or psyche, the word psyche meaning soul. What is another word for Mercury? Psychopompous. Do I need to write this down?
Yeah.
Can I erase this? Yeah. Is it possible to get some soap and water, or did you guys already try that with this board?
We'll try it now.
Because I mean, I want to make sure that this can be legibly seen on the camera. Psycho is one word, but I'm writing it big because the board is so gray looking. If I write it any smaller, I don't think you'll be able to see it. Psychopompous is one word. Unless I turn. The word hell means anything Greek. It also means, and if you look in a dictionary, and those of you that have dictionaries that have never looked up the word hell, you should. It also means that anything that is not easily comprehensible, anything that's coded, that requires decoding, that's hard to understand. What are the laws and the codes that we're dealing with? They're hell. Most of what's going on is so complicated. All a lot of people are trying to do is get free, and they can't get free because they're having such a hard time figuring out what this game is, because it's not easy to comprehend. But as one of my sisters said, Yaffa, Ma'at, y'all have heard me talk about her. Ma'at's thing is, look, they're chimps. How hard could it be? We're melanated. The problem we're having is we're thinking too hard. That's her speech. She'll tell you quick. We're more, so we do more and think more and figure there's more to it. It's not. And her thing is they are chimps. There couldn't possibly be that much to it. It's probably so simple, we're missing it because we're just looking too far, and we're looking out there and it's right here. You get it?
Right.
So, what this is supposed to do, as those that are not appropriate, which is what you guys are all in the process of becoming. Appropriate means one's own. You're going to evolve to your own thing, your own thought, your own frequency, marching to your own drummer, following your own heart and gut, and feeling your own way. You do not need leaders. You are a leader. If anybody's going to follow anybody, they need to follow you, because you're not going to follow anybody. That's not what you're here for. Your ancestors didn't go through what they went through for us to be trying to find some savior for us. We don't need a savior. You save yourself. However, those individuals that follow, thank you, sweetheart. Now that is so much better. That is so much better, Dave. I appreciate that. That'll be helpful for those that are looking on the video camera. Those individuals that continue to follow Mercury, or Europeans and their way, or the Roman Catholic Church and the Vatican and the Febronians of America, because what is America supposed to be? The light of the world. Everybody's supposed to follow this country, and this country is what I would consider Satan's hellhole. Some of the most obscene, unnatural things occur in this country. Isn't this, well, who said that? Say that again. Great Satan.
The great Satan.
America is like the great Satan. This is like, and anybody that wants to follow the way things are done here is going the wrong way.
That's right.
However, the individuals that keep following Mercury are going to wind up stuck in hell with Mercury, because Mercury don't want to be there alone. They need melanated folks to go with. Huh?
Misery loves company.
The sister said, misery loves company. That's true. The individuals, however, that are left behind, how many times have you heard that? Those are going to get left behind. Those are going to be left behind. Those that get left behind that are not following Mercury, those are the people that are worth messing with. That's going to be you guys. Because you're clear enough now, I hope, to see the game that we were all so stuck in. And it's a bigger game than we thought, but it's not as big as we thought, because everybody that I talked to, I know all of you, now that I'm bringing this all stuff to your attention, yesterday, today, last year, didn't you already know it?
Right.
You just didn't see it that way.
Right.
And now that you see it, it's like, how come I didn't catch that before? Why didn't I look in the dictionary before? And I've seen these brackets, but I didn't see the brackets. You've seen them, but you didn't see them, right?
Right.
Tell the truth.
Right.
You see them, but you didn't pay attention.
Pay no attention, yeah.
Right. But so the game is there. So now the jig is up for them when it comes to you guys. So hopefully you can get your people to catch up, but if they ain't catching up, the Ancestors got a plan that they want you to do. What they want you to know is your answers, again, are inside yourself. They are not in the church.
That's right.
And if you keep following the church, and who's the church? The whole body, Rome, and the whole body of what? Christian believers that are ruled over by who? The Pope.
Oh.
And the Roman Catholic military soldiers that are preachers, priests, nuns, bishops, and the like. The Jesuits are the severe army. But
Military arm.
now these people had a tendency to go around the world in the name of what? They come along in the name of peace as missionaries. Oh, we come in peace. There was a science fiction movie once called Come in Peace or something like that.
No, there's a better movie called The Missionary with Robert De Niro. He was younger in it. That's excellent.
There's a better movie called The Missionary.
The Missionary. They came in peace. The missionary came first, and the mercenaries came second. That's right.
Well, that's exactly what really happened all over the planet. And then the hell and the confusion occurred.
Right.
So now we just got to get clear and get out of the confusion. We're not going to keep following this critter into hell anymore. Something else the Ancestors wanted me to bring to your attention that some people are getting angry about. Back in the, I think in the 80s or 90s, how many people are familiar with the fact that the Seminole Indians in Oklahoma had decided one day, I didn't even see you slide in back there, honey. How you doing? They had decided one day that the so-called black Negro type Indian ain't a real Indian because they had all this money from the so-called federal government. Now, a couple of weeks ago, there was an article in the paper that basically said that the so-called Cherokee of Oklahoma is trying to play the same game. These black Indians of Negro ancestry aren't real Indians, therefore they're not entitled to the rights or monies of real Indians, so we're going to remove them from the rolls. How many people have heard that? Yes. And a lot of people got what about it? Because you know that you're what they call the so-called Indians, you know that was your people.
That's right.
A lot of our people got P.O.'d. The Ancestors said, don't. Forget them, screw that and what they're talking about. This is what they wanted me to bring to your attention. One, slap them upside the head with their own garbage. When they say the black Indians aren't real Indians, you need to whip out their dictionary and go, I think black says pale. Look at you. And here's a definition of American that says copper-colored races. You get your copper penny out. Let me get my copper penny out. You tell me, am I the black Indian or are you the black Indian? This is what the Ancestors told me to tell you.
Come on.
And when they talk about the Indians of Negro ancestry from Africa, isn't that what they're saying? Mm-hmm. The Ancestors told me to tell you this for them. The Europeans are currently doing all this DNA and genetic testing and tracing. Let them tell it. Everybody's traced back to Africa through Lucy. So if I ain't a real Indian because I'm traced to Africa, you ain't a real Indian because you traced there too. The Ancestors told me to tell you guys, don't get bent about it because they ain't talking about nothing. They're just doing that to upset you and throw your frequency off. Because when you get a little angry, your frequency gets a little distorted. And your thoughts get a little scattered. They said, don't listen to the pink man and what he's talking about. Don't follow him and what he's doing. Just stay on your focus. Stay in your 360 degrees because you have to be an unmoved mover, which means you cannot be moved by him and his games and his garbage. Do you comprehend?
Oh, yes.
All right. Now, there's something else that they wanted you guys to know. There's a legal term called aboriginal title and a legal term called Indian trust. They said you don't want to get hung up in that too deep because both of those keep you off and out of your stuff. And the so-called, they wanted me to also bring to your attention that the so-called